Well, joining us live now from Tucson, Arizona is Alexandra Miller. She's an immigration attorney and senior advisor at Vecina, an organisation working on immigrant humanitarian legal needs. Welcome to the programme. So legally then, where are we with this now? As many would say, it shouldn't have happened in the first place.
Absolutely. I mean, some people have said, and even the introduction indicated, that he was mistakenly removed to El Salvador. He was illegally removed to El Salvador. And I think a really intentional move by the administration to see and test exactly how much this administration can get away with when we're talking about undermining the due rights of immigrants in the United States.
How much then does this resonate with other people who may feel that they too are living on the edge with this?
Yeah, I mean, things are incredibly scary in the United States now. Mr. Obrego Garcia is not the only individual that was sent to Secot, a notorious prison in El Salvador, where there are reports of serious human rights violations, of torture, of sexual abuse, and other significant issues. Numbers of Venezuelan men were removed without due process to that same prison after there were allegations that they were associated with gangs or cartels based primarily on tattoos or other things that were not substantiated.
Given what you say then, what's the administration's reaction likely to be now?
Well, I think the administration is incredibly disappointed that Obrego Garcia has been released. I believe they've stated as much. And in the end, you know, they've been blowing up smoke and mirrors surrounding immigrants, falsely associating immigrants with criminality, when in reality, we know that criminality amongst immigrants is lower than amongst American citizens. This is not about national security. This is not about protecting Americans against crime. It's about creating a scapegoat and assaulting immigrants' safety in the United States, despite being contributing members of our communities.
And what about groups and organizations that provide legal guidance and assistance for people? I mean, how important is their role now?
Well, access to counsel is incredibly important, and the courts have been, the federal courts, that is, have been standing by and really supporting in some ways immigration legal defenders. That said, the Supreme Court in the United States has undermined some of these efforts. When we're talking about third country removals, the administration feels that it's at liberty to remove individuals to third countries that they have never been to with almost no due process.
I mean, how worried then, given all this, are you about where this might lead?
Well, we're talking about a really slippery slope. I think there's a lot of fervor and a lot of public opinion against immigrants in the United States right now. What Americans fail to realize is that undermining immigrants' due process rights impacts Americans as well. And if immigrants can be sent anywhere abroad without due process, we have to question what our rights will look like when we end up in court or when our friends and family end up in court. And looking at this case in particular with Kilmer Obrego Garcia, to see him face criminal charges after being removed, it looks pretextual, right? And that means that any of us, if we stand up against the government, are at risk of having trumped up charges pushed forward against us to defend an ideology that's really scary.
OK, we'll leave it there. Alexandra Miller, we very much appreciate your time here. Thank you.
Don't miss out and get the full picture. Subscribe to Al Jazeera for reliable news and expert insights. Like, share, stay ahead.